Josiah, yeah. I'm a 198, baby. Whole hood.
High South Sundays, what's going on? We got Josiah. What's going on, bro?
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you coming through today.
Of course.
First off, tell everybody who you are and where you from.
I go by Josiah. I'm from Louisville, Maryland. 198 to be exact, which is the Anne Arundel County side. So, yeah, I'm glad to be here.
All right. What was it like growing up over there?
I live in a neighborhood called Maryland City. Maryland City's predominantly Spanish, so I live around a lot of Spanish people. But you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers don't got money, but we ain't poor either. We just, it's like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
What would you say was the most memorable thing growing up as a kid?
Shit sound cliche, but everybody being outside. Like, I think my crib, everybody, since my shit had a basketball court, everybody was at my shit in my driveway. The shit was lit. Everybody would come outside.
And then I want you to explain to us what 198, what's that really stand for and mean to you?
So, as far as, there's a few, you know what I'm saying, memorable artists that's from Louisville, 100, who I had a lot of respect for. Again, in high school, I was always, you know what I'm saying, tuning into what artist was popping, who wasn't. And I feel like, first starting off, I definitely had that quote-unquote Dmv flow, and I kind of turned it into my own, you know what I'm saying, made it my own, with the punches and everything. But 198, it's a strip that goes through Louisville. People call it Hotel City, whatever. There's a lot of hotels, and it's just, that's basically where I'm from. So I just say it in every song because there's no artist from there. So.
Is there like a memorable moment from that area that keeps you going back there?
I mean, the ultimate goal is to move,
right.
You know what I'm saying, to a place where I can definitely let my shit touch ears it hasn't touched before. But, you know what I'm saying, I love where I'm from because, you know what I'm saying, it made me who I was. Because, say, put me in fucking Michigan, I'm going to be a whole different person. You know what I'm saying? Same morals and everything, but I was just raised different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So what inspired you to make music?
I ain't gonna lie, the first time I ever made a song, it was probably like early 2019. Yeah, I think it's cause this one bitch, this one bitch was, it was after she did some wild shit and I was just like, I just need to go to the booth. It was one of those things, and it was on accident because one of my homies, he was making music at the time. He don't make music no more, but he had an extra hour on a session. He was like, anybody want this shit, just go ahead.
Yeah.
So I just went in there and just spit a freestyle, but I came out, everybody in the studio was like, yo, you're actually good. Like, you can really do this shit. So, and then it was one of those things where, like, once basketball fell through, music took its place. Yeah.
So what kind of artist do you see yourself as then?
So, people like to say DMV artist, because when you hear a DMV artist, there's bad connotation that can come with that because there's so many DMV artists. So I'd rather be an artist, but I'm from the DMV, but not just a DMV artist. I wouldn't say, yes, I rap, but I can do all these other things too. Like I can do melodies, and that's what, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna start tapping into with these next videos.
And talking about that DMV, like that DMV culture, like, do you feel like, or more, do you agree with the separation of, you know, people from the DMV and their type of music, how you guys, they say most of y'all punch in, like, do you agree with that? And then you got people in Baltimore go straight through it?
See, I've done a few songs with a few Baltimore artists, and I feel like the Baltimore artists that I've done songs with are more melody. I fuck with it, but DMV artists definitely have that like punching or that, damn, like the fillers. the fillers are usually sometimes PG and DC tend to have that same. In Baltimore, like you said, they just go straight through. But yeah, there's definitely, you can tell if somebody's from the DMV just by the way they rap, in my opinion.
So what makes you different from the other DMV artists?
There's a lot of things. I mean, my skin color for one, you don't see too many white rappers from, and you know what I'm saying? I know it's always gonna be a chip on my shoulder because, you know what I'm saying, I'm stepping in as a guest, so, you know what I'm saying, rapping and hip hop in general as a culture. But growing up around black people, like this shit, it comes. It's, you know what I'm saying. I'm glad that I'm accepted, but it's one of those things where I'm still coming in as a guest, so I still have to be on my P's and Q's with shit. But what puts me apart, my story. So one of the things, like I said, it was the heartbreak, and then I didn't start taking music serious till my, you know what I'm saying, bro Eli passed. And then it was just one of those things where, you know what I'm saying, the day before, you know what I'm saying, he passed, he was at my crib, I was playing some unreleased shit, and he was like, bro, like, I fuck with this. And he was trying to compare it to Shabazz, because that was one of his rappers that he liked, but he was definitely like, you gotta take this shit serious. And then it was one of those moments where I just had to think after he passed, you know what I'm saying, at the funeral, I was like, this shit for me. Like, I just gotta go all the way.
All right, so what would you say is your biggest feature I wouldn't say your biggest, your favorite feature that you've had?
I was about to say, as far as like somebody that's well known, more known, probably Zan. But I got enough songs on my phone to do a whole fucking EP with him if I wanted to. But it was just one of those things, we haven't aligned a video. But yeah, I got 2 of my songs on the project. My favorite feature, so far probably the 100 one, because him being from Lowell and being the biggest artist at Lowell at that time, you know what I'm saying, at this time, that was love, because that's somebody, again, that I was listening to in high school. So when I wasn't even thinking about making music, so the fact that I was in the studio with him, that was cool.
And being in the DMV area, I know you guys get a lot of different type of studios that you go to. Which one of your favorite studios you go to out there?
Okay, so first studio I used to record at was in Woodlawn. It's this artist named Test. I think he's from Baltimore. Yeah, and he with Free Bang Gang, I think. I was recording up there with this one dude, Ty. Ended up falling out with him, and then I started fucking with my man Sean the Don at Hit Factory in Lowell. So a lot of, you know what I'm saying, big producers be there. You know what I'm saying, Chicho, Jude 2 times, you know what I'm saying, a lot of DMV producers be up there. But now I really be more like the home studio scene. If I lock in for an album, I'd rather just 12 hours straight, like the whole day I'm locked in. Like don't hit my phone on Do Not Disturb, and I'm at a home studio just knocking shit out.
Do you feel like the DMV is missing like what LA has or what Atlanta has based off the music scene?
As far as talent, nah, because there's a shitload of talent in Maryland. I just feel like it's like crabs in a bucket. Nobody wanna put their hand out. And even a lot of artists that make it, they still be kind of iffy because they be worried if people are janky or not.
Right.
And stab them in the back.
So, where do you see yourself, your career in, like, let's say the next 5 years?
I see like, I've always had confidence in my, you know what I'm saying, my craft and whatnot. And I know personally nobody works harder than me when it comes to the studio. It's just, for me, it's about the way I put out music. I have thousands of songs on my phone. Whether they're mastered or not, I could get that shit done. But it's like, for me, it's about timing. Mm-hmm. But in 5 years, I can see myself, I don't know whether it's Atlanta, I don't know whether I always, you know what I'm saying, want to have a spot in Maryland, but I definitely want to be where music's going to thrive. And, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be best for me, so.
Do you, I want to get a little specific, especially in the song you just dropped.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Lotto, right?
Yeah, the Waukesha remix.
Waukesha remix, yeah. So what was your creative mindset behind that song?
I'm thinking, I'm watching all these bad females in my story post the Waukesha today. I'm like, and I heard the song before, But while Keisha, obviously, he's talking about WAP, he's talking about lean, but he's also talking about Keisha. It's a double reference.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, yo, what would be interesting? So, you know what I'm saying? I was on Lotto's page, you know what I'm saying, the artist. I'm like, damn, what if I did a song about Lotto, but I'm also talking about gelato, where like I'm smoking, but I'm also talking about a female at the same time. So the reference is the same way. So I was like, fuck it, I just hopped in the booth and literally in 15 minutes, I just came up with that.
How about the video aspect of it? You already knew how you wanted it shot?
I know I was gonna do it in a hotel at first because I wanted it like a vibe, but just like some late night shit. But then I ended up just shooting it at a condo and just kind of giving it that homie feel. You know what I'm saying?
So, seeing that like you've been in the game for not for a long time, but
Right.
you're doing your thing.
Right.
As long as you've been there, you know.
I've been doing it for 2 years, but actually taking it serious probably like a year and some change. Probably a year.
So what advice would you give to an upcoming artist then?
Don't give a fuck what nobody think. Be you. Motherfuckers be, and there ain't nothing wrong with like idolizing certain rappers, but when I mean be you, like when you hop in the studio, don't think, oh, I want to sound like No Savage, or I want to sound like Q the Fool, or I want to sound like whoever. Be you. Just be you. And that's going to set you apart because that's what labels going to really put money into.
And you're still independent though, right?
Still independent. I don't know what, you know what I'm saying, the future holds, but I definitely want to, if a label were to back me, the deal would have to look right. That shit would have to look right. Yeah. Yeah.
So is there any projects, future projects you look forward to?
So I got this one, the next one I'm dropping. So at the end of story time, the video where I'm talking about Eli, at the end of the story time, it's me writing down on a piece of paper, and I write Rare Breed. Rare Breed's the title of my next album. So it's like, it was almost like a hint, but y'all ain't really know what it was type shit. So Rare Breed, and at the same time, I might drop it before, I might not, but it's love songs from the 3. And it's all this shit for the, you know what I'm saying, all melodies, all for the ladies, you know what I'm saying, just some shit they can vibe to. Yeah.
Any last shout outs you got for us?
You know what I'm saying? Shout out 198. Shout out, long, you know what I'm saying, long live Eli. You know what I'm saying? Always. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You going out.
Yes, sir. You know what's going on. It's Hostile Sundays. We got Josiah. Came all the way from Law with us. You know what's going on. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, brody.
I'm coming through, push the start, I'll be there in a few. Same shit every day, bitch, ain't nothing new. Make a bitch shake her ass, I'm the new Uncle Luke. Got an L in my right hand, what job of juice? I came from the bottom, I came from the dirt. When mom let the camera, I was making them swerve. I might pop a Zanny, I'm feeling the urge. Masked down all black.